Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the BKOM Studio presentation for the MIGS. My name is Nathan Fillion. I'm the Human Resource Director at BKOM Studio. I've been with the company for a little bit over 2 years now, and I'm really glad to take the time this morning to talk to you about BKOM Studio, what we've been doing, and how you can become a team member. Now, before we start, I just want to remind you that I'll be live on the chat feed. So if you have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to drop me a question, and it's going to be my pleasure to answer you. Now, I don't know if you heard about BKOM Studio, but we've been in the business for a little bit over 25 years now. So we're in Quebec, based out of Quebec City, and our founders are Frédéric Martin and Marie-Hélène Boivin. Not only are they our business partners, but they're also life partners. So it was a dream of theirs to build a digital agency from the ground up and know the success that we've been having for the past several years. Now, as you can see in the picture, there's a lot of toys and superheroes behind Frédéric Martin and Marie-Hélène. This is Frédéric Martin's office, which is kind of like a toy store. So he's really passionate about superheroes and comic books and toys. So really it had an impact on the different projects that we had and the story that we have here at BKOM Studio. So like I was mentioning, we were founded back in '96, so that's close to 25 years ago, and BMG Multimedia was our name at that time. So we were really a digital agency, and the main services that we had were mostly websites, e-learning software. We also had promotional marketing tools like publicities, online publicities. So we really were focused on that area, which at the time was very popular throughout the city. Now, throughout the years, we attracted the partnership of a company in Montreal that's called Tink. And that company, we merged with them in 2008. And we became a group of talented individuals that were working in the digital agency field. Now, we always had an interest in everything that was toys and games, and of course, based on Fred Martin's interest as well, we really wanted to take a direction in that field. So in 2008, we started having discussions with a big American company that you probably know that's called Disney. So we had a big projects of doing multimedia books online, or like virtual books for their characters and stories. But there was one issue. Tink, unfortunately, in the United States, was a name that was already in use because of Tinkerbell, which is a Peter Pan character that belongs to Disney. So we had to change our name, and that's when we decided to change our name to BKOM Studio. So in 2008, we became BKOM Studio. And from that point on, we really focused on projects that were in line with more the connected toys, games, websites that were related to toys, and everything that was kind of the fun factor and the toy factor that we were looking for. We still continue doing partnerships with Tink with some different website or marketing projects that were in line with their line of business, but we really took a different path towards the gaming industry and the entertainment industry. Now, in 2016, it was really a turning point for us because we launched our first IP. IP, for those that don't know what it is, it's intellectual property. So it's really something that we really work from the ground up, and it's really our story, our characters, and everything that belongs to the creativity of the team here at BKOM. Now, the name of the first IP that we had is Little Lords of Twilight. So this is really a story about characters fighting against each other, and they're affected by the cycle of the night and the day. Their power changes, they morph as well. It is a PvP game that's on the mobile platform, and at the time was also on the Steam platform. Now, fun fact about that game, these stories and characters were based of bedtime stories that Frédéric and Marie-Hélène were telling their kids. So it is a family project, a really personal project that we had, and we really brought those characters to life. And even the family participated because they fleshed out the different characters and their design and how they looked. So it was really a personal first IP that we launched, and we're really proud of that project. But we didn't stop there. In 2017, we were able to secure the rights to do a Dungeons & Dragons game. Now, it's based out of a board game of the same name, so we really largely inspired ourselves from that board game. And we created characters, and we created environments, and we created stories and for that game, which is a Steam-based game, so on the PC. And the game is still available if you want to buy it. And we're really proud of that game because we did a lot of programming and creation and animation and design in the space is about 8 months to a year, so which is a very short turnaround time. So we had about 15, 20 people working on and off on that project. So we're really proud of that game that really was a successful project. And if you go on the Steam website, you'll have you'll see a lot of positive reviews. And so we're really glad and very happy of that. Now, again, we didn't stop there. It was only the beginning. So we, in 2019, launched another major IP, which is called Overloot. Now, Overloot is a mobile game that was done, and the distribution was in partners with What Game, which is a part of the Gameloft family. So it's a big distributor that helped us launch the game. But again, it is one of our IPs. It's really something that we create internally. And there's a funny story about this game. In 2017, BKOM participated to a big challenge that's called Pixel Challenge. So it's a contest that different different video game companies and also schools send out a team of developer, artists, game designers for a weekend competition where they are told a team, a genre that they need to kind of create a game, and they have to do everything from scratch. And they have like 48 hours to 72 hours to create a game from A to Z. So it's very, very challenging. It's there's not a lot of sleep in those kind of weekends. But the fun thing is that we won that year. So in 2017, we presented a game that's called Overloot, and we won first place. So we're really proud of that award. But when we came back from that event, we shown the project to the team here, and everyone was won over. They really, really wanted to create that game for real and distribute it and share with the world. So we started working on that in 2017, and after we had that partner established, we launched the game in 2019, and it has become a really successful mobile app, and we're really proud of that. And you'll see later on the app itself. There's a video reel I'll show you. We're very proud of that game. Now, it brings us to 2020. So, of course, 2020 is a challenging year throughout the world for various reasons. The video game industry, we were able to really overcome the big challenge that we have in terms of the state of the economy and the world itself. So we were able to secure a lot of big contracts, a lot of big projects. We have also some of our IPs that we're working on right now. So really, our plate is full right now in terms of different projects that we're working on. You've probably saw our network announcement in the social media recently that we have a partnership with Calypso, which is a European distributor. And we are working right now with a big IP there for a PC game. So we're really, really keen on that project. We're also working on another IP that unfortunately we cannot talk to you about right now, but it is a fun IP. It's very known as well. So we're really proud, and it's on the console platform. So for us, it's a first. So that's something that's really interesting. And we have a bunch of other projects that we're working on. One of them is our own IP. So it's going to be a really busy year in 2020 and also in 2021, because most of those projects will last until 12 to possibly 18 months. So we have a lot of work on our plate, and that's the reason why we're recruiting. So for those projects and many projects to come. I've alluded to some of those services that we offer based on the customer service that we offer. Of course, games and apps and websites are some of the core services that we offer our customers. In the past, we've done a lot of prototype for connected toys. We still do, and we really like to incorporate technologies in toys to be able to kind of expand the experience. Create a virtual environment, augmented reality. It's really something that's very something that's stimulating for us, and we really have lots of experience in that, and we really want to continue creating those kind of projects. In addition to that, we do help customers create marketing campaigns and strategy to make sure that there's a return on investment in terms of the project that they give us. And also for us, it's important that we increase the revenue and the return on investment of the projects for our IPs that we do. So we do have the marketing and the maintenance part that really supports with data analytics and keen marketing strategy to be able to have the maximum return on investment. And there's also the back end that's kind of more the backstory of the different servers and the different relationship with the different modules of the different systems that we create, the different websites, the different components of an application in the game. So really the developers really work hard on those aspects of a project, and that's a service that we offer to our customers as well. Now, the list would be very long in terms of all the big brands that we've worked in the past 25 years, but we've developed strong relationship with really several of them. Here you can see a list of big brands such as Hasbro, Warner Brothers, Disney, Wizards of the Coast. We have Crayola, also Playmobil. So these are a fraction of the different customers that we had. Unfortunately, in our industry, when we are a servicing company, even though we do our IPs and we have lots of big customers, sometimes we are considered white label. So we can't share our names when we create products. So it's part of the agreement that we have with the customers. So, but we're really proud of the different projects that we shared. And when we see them out there and we know that we worked on those projects, we're very proud. And once you work for a BKOM, you know the kind of customers that we work on. So there's a lot of big prestigious customers that we're really proud of working with. Now, the projects, we've done several thousands of projects throughout the years, and a video reel is not enough to do the testimony of all the projects that we've done, but we really worked on a little demo reel that we'd like to share with you. So it's very short and a very powerful impact. So go ahead and view it. This video will also be available in our video reel section of the kiosk at the MIGS, but here right now you can see the video, so let's go and see it. Now, I don't know for you, but I get goosebumps every time I watch that video. So very, very proud of those projects. Now, so there's a couple of screen captures here. Some of the projects that you probably saw in the demo reel. We have Morph, which is a little app that we've done in Messenger. It's a little game that's been there online. So that's one of the little games that we've done. Little Lords of Twilight, also you saw the cinematics inside the demo reel. So this is the mobile version that we had launched recently. So this is Little Lords of Twilight. Of course, we had Tomb of Annihilation, which I mentioned earlier. That's one of our biggest PC game that we've done up to date. So in terms of the Dungeons and Dragons license. And we have different apps also that we've done. The Bumblebee Music Mix, which is a companion app for the Transformer movie, the Bumblebee movie. We've done also the Eurovision app, which is a connected toy app that we're really proud of, where a kid can wear the Iron Man mask and have their phone inside their vision, and they can have the augmented reality simulation where they'll be able to interact with their environment and target enemies and target targets. And so it's really interesting. We're very proud of that game, and it was a really pleasure to work on that project. And we also have the Star Wars Studio FX screenshot there that which is again a augmented reality app where you can create events and kind of little movies, and it integrates to your surroundings. So it's a very interesting app that we're really proud of working with. And of course, I've been talking about Overloot and how great it is, and it's very great. And I'm really, really happy to show you this video. Again, it's a video that you'll be able to see in the video reel. But again, let's watch it together. Overloot. Now you're probably gonna have that music in your head for the rest of the day. I'm sure I will. So hopefully you'll go download the app on the iOS or Android platform. So go ahead and download it. But I suggest that you wait after the presentation, so you keep focused on the presentation. But yeah, after that you can go ahead and download it. So our team, I mentioned earlier that we're based out of Quebec City. Our head office is here, but of course, with the recent month, we've been hiring across the world, mostly in Montreal. We have people outside of Canada as well, in the States and also in India. But the core members of our team are based in the Quebec region. We just crossed over the 100 employee gap threshold, so we're really proud of that. We really had lots of hires in the past month, again because of all those projects I was talking about earlier, and we still need people for various jobs, and I'll get to that in a few moments. We've been in business for close to 25 years, and we have done over 3,500 projects at least. The list would be too long to tell you, but there's a lot of different platforms, AR, VR, connected toys, mobile, PC, and of course console game that we're working on. We're very passionate about games, and we're gamers. I'm even a gamer, and I work in HR, so just to let you know, I really am passionate about games, and I really love what we're doing. So what kind of careers can you have at BKOM Studio? Well, there's a wide variety of different professions at BKOM, and the first part is the studio part, where it's more kind of the creation and the art side. We do have lots of 3D and 2D artists. We have concept artists that do the proof of concepts and will kind of image the vision of a game or a website or whatever in terms of characters as well. So this is the concept artist. We have 2D, 3D, and VFX animator. So they bring the magic. They kind of make the characters and the environment live throughout the animation and the effects that really makes them come to life. We have the game designers that are the ones that create the game mechanics. They create how the game will work, what's the objectives, the story, the narrative, and what makes a game fun. So, so everything in terms of the dialogue and the quests and the stories, the characters, their design, how we play the game, how we progress in the game. This is the game designer's job, and we have a really strong game design team that we're really proud of. The web app designer will contribute to just to design different apps, and in terms of mobile apps and also web apps, kind of incorporate codes and make sure that everything runs smoothly in those platforms. We have the UI artists, which are the people that will kind of make the interface that the user will interact with beautiful. So they'll kind of create buttons, they'll create icons, they'll kind of really, I don't like that word, but beautify the interface. So it's they're really artists, and we need them for our games and also our apps as well. So it's not only games. On the development side, we have multiple different programmers. So we have game developers that are people that work mostly in the Unity 3D engines. We do have other kind of technology, but the one that we use the most right now is Unity. So they'll kind of make the game come to life. So with incorporating the art and creating with the how the game works, they'll kind of create the code to make sure that everything runs smoothly and debug, of course, the games. So these are the game developers. On the website and the other technology, we have the front end, back end, and of course the full stack, which is kind of doing both in terms of developers. So these are positions that we still fill on a regular basis because we have different projects that need those languages and stack knowledge. So that's the reason why we continue recruiting for those. On the strategy and performance side, which kind of encompass more the marketing and the experience that the user will have with the different projects, we have the UX designer, which is the user experience designer. So they'll kind of make sure that the flow of movement in the app or a game and where the buttons are located and what kind of interaction that the user will have to make sure that it's fluid and it makes sense. They're the one who's going to be designing this. The marketing communication coordinator will make sure to promote the company, promote the project, so that we have people working for internal communication, but also external communication for different customers. So they'll be present in the online social media, and they'll also participate in some events as well to promote the company. So these are the marketing communication coordinator. The consulting service is something that's kind of in line with agency. So it's kind of our back history, but we're really keen on customer relationship. For us, it's a main value here at BKOM is the customer service and the customer orientation that we have throughout our projects. So this team has project coordinators, they have game producers, and they have project manager that will be working closely with the customers and also the internal teams to make sure that we're delivering on what we promise with the customer and also adjusting based on what the customer wants, and even kind of go the extra mile and also propose functions, features, just kind of like just giving them our opinion and our vision on how the project or the app can go. So that team is really keen on customer service, and we have the account manager that's kind of really close to the customer and are making sure to kind of seizing the opportunity if there's additional content, additional features, or additional business in the long term. They're building and nurturing the relationship with the customer, because we really prefer having long-term relationship with our customers. We've done on and off mandates with different customers, and we're really open and really happy to do those projects, but we really want to focus on building relationship with our customers and getting a return value and coming back on the different projects that we can do in the long term. The IT department is the one that provide structure in terms of the servers, the IT material, computers, network, the different. What I'm using right now to do the presentation, it's because of the IT department, so very crucial to our business. We have the quality assurance that will make sure that the game and the app and the website works correctly. So they'll test on different platforms, different tools, different technology, and debug everything and document for the development team to make sure to address the bugs. We have the finance department, which of course makes sure that the bills are paid and the payroll is done, and also involved in the evaluation of projects to have the maximum return on investment. So they're very crucial to to make sure that the company continues working perfectly. In your human resource, of course, we're there to recruit. We're there to promote the company and also support our managers when they have staffing issues or staffing questions, and of course, recruitment, which is, like I mentioned, part of our skill set. So as you can see, we have lots of different opportunities available, lots of different career, and our office is really the place to grow. Right now, of course, it seems a little bit empty right now with everything that's going on. We started having people coming back a couple of days a week, and we're really happy because our work environment is really pretty, very open, very shiny, very cozy as well. The design is, and the living room and our kitchen, it's super great, and we really can't wait until eventually the situation dies down a little bit and we are able to come back to work a little bit more. So I'll show you some pictures, but also a video of the life at BKOM. So it's very inspiring. So let's go and dig in that video. So enjoy. Now, if that didn't convince you coming working for BKOM Studio, well, I have a list of things that probably will. So there's lots of reason to come to work at BKOM Studio. I think you just saw the office, the different projects that we have, the different technologies. We're based out of Quebec City. What reason more that you want? Quebec City is a beautiful city. So it's really a nice place to work. Of course, we do have competitive salary. Based on the different experience that you have. So we'll make sure to offer you a competitive salary. There's group insurance that offer a wide variety of coverage that's very competitive as well. We also are keen on making sure that you put money on the side for your retirement. So we do have a group RRSP plan that will not only you will contribute to, but the company will contribute as well to that plan. And we have free parking. So, like I mentioned, Quebec City is not a huge city. It's a big city, but there's not a lot of traffic as much as in Montreal, for example. And in our office, we're not located in the downtown area, so there's a lot of parking space. So you don't have to worry about that. It's really a big advantage of working in Quebec. In terms of the regular schedule, it's 37.5 hours a week, Monday to Friday. Now, of course, we're flexible and on some level for the start time and the end time of your day. We do offer the possibility of catching up time if ever you have personal obligation during a week and you want to get back to your hours later that week. It's always possible. You're professional, so you'll be able to kind of juggle with the hours. But of course, during the regular time, sometimes we have meetings with customers or meeting with teams. So we want you to make sure that you'll be available during the core hours of the operations of the team. But it's Monday to Friday, so that's the schedule for at BKOM. Of course, right now it's remote work mostly because of the situation, and this is our new reality. So we are totally understanding of the situation, and we'll continue to offer the remote work environment. We have lots of people working in Montreal, like I mentioned earlier, about 15 people working there. Those people will not come to work at the Quebec office from the get-go. Some of them might relocate, and we're really happy if that happens, but we will not force anyone to come to the Quebec City office. So remote work is a possibility, and it will be a reality. So that's something that could interest you. And of course, once the situation dies down a little bit more, we'll have the snacks in the kitchen. We'll be able to offer you some healthy snacks in the kitchen, and we'll also have social activities across the office during after hours. So we do have lots of parties, barbecues. We have board game nights, Dungeons and Dragon nights, Magic the Gathering nights. So we're really eager to start doing those events again eventually. So you'll see we're a geek culture, but also there's a lot of people doing sports. We have a lot of people participating in group sports as well. So if that rocks your boat, it's something that's, of course, something that will be a reality as well if you're in the Quebec area. So that's some of the reason why to work at BKOM. So I hope you enjoyed the presentation. Again, I'm available for questions for the rest of the hour. And also, we're organizing a Q&A later today in both in French and in English. So if ever you want to come and talk to me and ask me questions, feel free to do so. My colleague Oliver as well is online to book some one-on-one meetings with you. So if you're interested in sharing your profile and you want to talk to Oliver, Olivier is in charge of recruitment, so he'll be able to talk to you more in details about the different opportunities that are available on our virtual kiosk. So you can see all the different job opportunities that we have on our website. So do go and see our website, and feel free to click on them and submit your resume and talk to Oliver. It's going to be a pleasure to entertain that kind of conversation with you. So I hope you liked it. Thank you very much to attend and listening to me talk for 45 minutes. So see you soon, and ciao.